tutorial, we're going to be making gingerbread. So the first step is 3.5 cups of all-purpose flour. So I have this right here. So we are going to be adding this. So we're going to put this up to the 2-cup line and pour that in. Then we are going to add 3, one more, and then a half. This. That is our 3.5 cup. So there's our flour, and then 1 teaspoon of baking soda. So 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1.5 teaspoon of salt, so about that much. And then 1 tablespoon of ground ginger, yes, 1 full tablespoon. Those are our ground cloves, allspice. Here's our ground ginger. So we will be adding 1 whole tablespoon of ground ginger. Here's our tablespoon. 1 tablespoon of ground cinnamon. So I have my ground cinnamon right here. I'm just gonna open this because it's a bigger container top, so I can probably just put the whole thing in there. This whole thing will probably fit. It smells very good. Okay, so there's our ground cinnamon. Then 1.5 teaspoon of ground allspice. So there's our 1.5 teaspoon of allspice. Okay. Yep, allspice. That has a very strong smell to it. 1.5 teaspoon of allspice, 1.5 teaspoon of ground cloves, and then 10 tablespoons, 1.5 cup, unsalt and butter, softened to room temperature. So we are going to warm the butter up. So we're going to be moving this and put this here. And we're going to be putting this in the microwave. And by the time this video cuts are 2.5 cups of butter, melted butter. So we're going to bring our bowl back and pour this in here. Just put the recipe back on my phone. Okay, then we put it in here. Then we are going to be adding our brown sugar. So putting all the stuff that we don't need anymore away. So 1.5 cup of brown sugar. So we will be of brown sugar. And then 2.5 cups of unflourished or dark molasses. Ew. It smells like medicine. I think that's where it gets its gingerbread taste. And pour this to 2/3 line. And I'm going to put the cap back on this. This stinks. There's our 2/3 of molasses. There's our molasses added. So I have my egg here, so 1 large egg. There is our 1 large egg. And then 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. We have this right here. Here's the one that smells the best. So our 1 teaspoon vanilla extract, and then we are going to be mixing it. So after this cut, it will be all mixed together. Okay, so for this step, you have to have saran wrap under you and take 1/2 of your gingerbread, put it on here, mold it together, like make a clump of it, because it's a sticky powder right now and it's not really functional for like you cook it. So you want to take all this batter, mush it together, and then yeah. So I will come back when I already have this first one. Okay, so we have the gingerbread all laid out in one sphere, and then we want to cut the saran wrap. My scissors want to cooperate with me. It's going to take a while. Okay. There we go. And then, okay, after that, we want to put the, make sure the gingerbread's like in the center. And then after, we want to wrap this in the saran wrap. Doesn't have to be pretty, just has to be eligible for it to stay clean in the fridge. Okay, there is our 1/2 of our gingerbread. Now we are going to be doing our other half. So I will come back to the video when that's done. So I have my other half done, and now I have this much left. And after all this is put away, I will come back to the video, show you what to do with them after. So when you have your gingerbread discs all finished, you want to put them in the freezer, not the freezer, the fridge for 3 hours. But if you do this at nighttime, you can also keep it in the fridge during nighttime. So I'm gonna do this, and I will be back in 3 hours or tomorrow. So I'm back. It has been 1 day since I put these in the fridge. So we will be unwrapping them and then rolling them into like together to make one whole dough piece, if I should say. If they do want to roll, they might not, because I waited a day to do this. But we will see. We'll check it out and see. We have all of them undone. So now we want to like push them together but if you want to let them thaw out for a bit, you can. I'm just gonna try and roll these together. When your dough is all rolled out, you want to cut shapes into them, but I will just be putting it in little tiny balls. So after that, you want to get a pan, doesn't matter what size, and put aluminum foil on the pan, and then put your gingerbread balls on or whatever shape you chose, put them on the pan. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit and wait about 5 minutes. Then you want to put them in for about 10 minutes, and then your cookie should be all good.